Good morning, East Gwillimbury. It's Daniela. There's 2 days left until we celebrate our very first virtual event for Canada Day. Today, we're going to be making a paper bag Canadian beaver. You'll need a few supplies for this craft. So you will need a paper bag, or a few if you want to make more than one, a glue stick, a pair of scissors, a ruler, pencil crayons, and construction paper. You will only need a few colors of the construction paper, but I just have a variety just for options. So first off, what we're gonna do is grab a piece of construction paper. I'm using brown because this is for the tails, the arms, and the ears. You can use any color you'd like, or you can also use a white sheet of paper and color it in with your pencil crayons. What I'm going to do is grab a black pencil crayon, and I'm gonna draw out the shape of the tail that I'd like for the beaver. And then for the arms, I'm just gonna do little upside down U's. And then the same thing for the ears, but just a bit tinier. So those are the arms right over here. And I'm gonna make tinier upside down U's for the ears. Once that's completed, we're going to cut them out and then set them aside while we do the next steps. So now you'll need your scissors. Here we have the two little arms, the two little ears, and the tail. Now what we're gonna do is we're going to use our red sheet of paper for a maple leaf. Again, you can either use a white sheet of paper, then color it in red afterwards, but I happen to have red construction paper, so I am using red construction paper. You can either draw this by hand, or you can print off a picture from the computer. I'm gonna be creative and I'm gonna draw it. So I have my red pencil crayon, just that way if the lines are showing, they won't show as much. And I'm looking at a picture of a maple leaf right now. And there we have it, my little maple leaf. So I'm gonna set this aside with the arms, the ears, and the tail. Now what we're gonna do is cut out the nose. So I'm gonna use a black pencil crayon. I'm also using black construction paper, but the nose is kind of the shape of a bean. I cut out a little nose for the beaver. So I'm gonna put that aside. And then I have some of this paper here. It's kind of like a beige color, so I'm gonna use these for the eyes. So you can make the eyes look however you'd like. I'm just gonna draw 2 circles. And I'm gonna cut this out. Now, just for the beaver's teeth, I'm just gonna cut in the corner of the paper. I'm just gonna cut a little like rectangle and square, and these will be for the beaver's teeth. So now that we have all of our pieces in front of us, what we're gonna do is grab our paper bag and make sure that the flap side is at the top, because that's going to be the beaver's mouth. And then I'm gonna start off by gluing the nose and just put it centered and a bit lower to the bottom of the top flap, so just like that. So there we have the nose. Then the 2 circles for the eyes. And then what we're going to do is grab the little ears and just glue right along the bottom right there. And put them right along the top like that. So that's one ear. And the second ear. And then we'll grab the little hands and do the same thing. We'll just glue along the edge. And what I'm doing is I'm opening up the side of the paper bag and I'm putting the glue side on the back, just like that. There we have the beaver so far. Now what I'm gonna do is grab the tail, and I'm gonna do the same thing that I did with the arms and just glue the bottom part, but I'm gonna glue a little bit more than I would have before. and I'm gluing the front of the tail because what I'm doing is I'm just sticking it directly onto the back like that. And there's our beaver so far. Now what we'll do is just grab the teeth for the beaver. I actually might have made mine a little bit too big, so I'm gonna cut them a little bit. They can be any size that you'd like, but there we go. So I just cut mine a little bit, and then we'll glue those right underneath the flap. I'm gluing them on the part that lifts up, so that way the teeth move as you end up moving your puppet. So that's that so far. And then last but not least, we're going to glue on the Canadian maple leaf right in the center and place the maple leaf right there. So now is the time that we can start to add a bit more detail to your beaver. So I'm going to draw in little centers of the eyes. So I'm grabbing my black pencil crayon. So I just drew the centers. And then for the teeth, I'm gonna draw the center line just down the middle to separate the two front teeth. For the ears, I'm going to leave them the way that they are, but on the hands, I'm gonna just draw little fingers on them. So with my black pencil crayon, I'm just gonna draw 3 lines in the top of the hand. So there we have the eyes, the teeth, and the hands done. And now on the tail, if you'd like to get a bit creative, I'm actually using the ruler and I'm gonna draw kind of a checkered pattern on them. And there we have it. So this is the finished product for the beaver. You can add anything else that you'd like on it. I might write, I'll write Canada Day. So that is the finished product. Now you have a little Canada Day beaver puppet. You can add whatever else you'd like to it, and you can decorate it as much as possible. This is just the simple Canadian beaver that I've decided to make. So don't forget to take a photo or video of your finished product and use the hashtag EGCelebrates for your chance to win a Canada Day prize pack.